We are here finally for the off season. It may have taken a while for me to get this out. I was sick on Saturday and I don't upload on Sundays. You may be seeing this on Tuesday, most likely Monday. I'm recording this on Sunday night. But let's see what we got for the overall what I want for the team. The scouting college players, I'm just going to wait until the offseason because they don't have a full evaluation yet, and I want to see the full evaluation. I already have the majority of the evaluations here. Like, it's still iffy on their combine. I mean, it's not really iffy. You can most likely tell from this point, but overall, I want to see the set in stone combine things we've already done and looked over the team. Chiefs won or Cowboys won the Super Bowl. I do not care. We missed the playoffs. I believe we finished 6-10. We started off 2-6, had a 4-game win streak, and finished 6-11. Just unfortunate, but it is what it is. Teddy Snell has a lot to do with that. But for the re-signings, $111 million to spend. Ahkello Witherspoon, he's not bad. He has not been bad for us at all. It's just the fact of what is his speed now. 89, 95 acceleration with a boost. It's not horrible. He's just so mid. Like, I can find someone better at this point. He's been good for us, but I can find someone better. Tutu Atwell, I've never used. Bobby Brown, meh. Jonathan Abram, I actually really liked with his speed, but he does not want to be here. So I'm not going to overpay for Jonathan Abram. He's 28 years old. He's a 73 star dev. He got star dev. And Amari Cooper got superstar X Factor. And matter of fact, while I'm here, you guys did vote for the team MVP, and I'm going to do that right here, right now, whenever I look who won. And from what I see, Austin Ekeler wins by a mile. So since Austin Ekeler won by like a mile, I'm just going to increase his stats since he already has X Factor. I'm not going to increase it by a huge margin, but I will increase it a little bit, like 90 speed. I'll give him +2 speed, +1 acceleration. Let's give him one more thing to make it fair. I'll do 79. Does it increase his overall? I'll do 80 trucking, so +3 trucking, +1 acceleration, and +2 speed. So let me know down in the comments below if you think that's fair. It's team MVP. You're supposed to get a dev up, but if they already have X Factor, just going to increase them a little bit. +2 speed, +1 acceleration, and +3 trucking is what I put on Austin Ekeler. If you don't like it in the comments and feel like I should do something else, let me know down in the comments below. But overall, I think this is fair. It's not like a crazy upgrade where I gave him 99 speed, but Austin Ekeler is moved up here. And overall, team looks not good enough. Like, I understand the defense looks good, but it really isn't. I'm going to lower the quarter, as a matter of fact, because our offense was, look at the team ranks. It's because the quarters are too long. That's why my defense isn't holding up as long as you think that they should, because they do pretty good in the first half, but it takes a while to do it. So I'm going to lower it from 10 minutes to 9 minutes and see how it goes from there, because 10 minutes, obviously, my team is allowing too many points to be on the field for 10 minutes. And for the re-signings, already went through that. I don't want anyone there except Jonathan Abram. I might want back. We're going to look at it in free agency, so let's move into it. First, look at free agency. Ooh, got our left tackle off rip. I'll take Joel Bitonio for 3 years. He's highly interested, wants to be here. Wyatt Teller as a superstar offensive lineman for right tackle would be sick. But do I want to pay him upwards of $20 million a year? I don't think so. Tyron Smith, he wants about the same money too, and he's not as young, has the same overall. He's a left tackle though. Tua is here. The thing is, we could get Tua. Which would not be a bad move. But I really I want to have the development story of a QB. I know that sounds corny, but there's 7 teams that are offering on Tua. He has mild interest. He doesn't like our coach's win percentage. Well, yeah, we're an awful team. Ryan Jensen, I already have a superstar center, and I don't need someone that's 34 years old. DJ Reed would not be a bad move. It would not be a bad move at all. 2 years I wouldn't mind with DJ Reed if he likes that. DJ Reed, Joel Bitonio so far. David Njoku I don't need with Dean Towns. Taylor Decker as a right tackle would not be awful. I'm not paying him $18 million a year to be a right tackle. Absolutely not. Rondale Moore is not a horrible option, but it's also not the best option if I'm being honest. I feel like it would be a lot better to develop a story with a wide receiver. David Andrews isn't bad. Rasul Douglas isn't bad. And anything else here that I really, really want? Marcus May would not be a horrible option either. I'd rather have speed at safety, though. So Marcus May, who's the fastest strong safety here? Ashton Davis, Jonathan Abram at 2. I'm honestly going to re-sign Jonathan Abram. Let's do 1 year and increase his bonus by a bit. We're going to do that for Jonathan Abram. He has mild interest. So Joel Bitonio, top interest. DJ Reed, top interest. And Jonathan Abram are all top interest players for us. Anyone else that I'm like highly interested in here? I'm looking for a right tackle here because Joel Bitonio is all right. Rob Havenstein on a 1 year deal for $9 million. I wouldn't mind Rob Havenstein for 1 year. That would fix our offensive lineman problem for about a year. But Joel Bitonio, DJ Reed, Rob Havenstein, and Jonathan Abram are all 4 of my offers here. Let's see what we got. I don't need the team help thing. I was trying to see the offer thing. They're all gone. Signings, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got all 4 players that I wanted to. Joel Bitonio is moving to left tackle. DJ Reed is going to be a depth player replacing Ahkello Witherspoon, and he's also 11 overalls, higher than him, and a couple years younger than him as well. Rob Havenstein on the right side of the line, and Jonathan Abram is back for another year. Even though we only signed him for half a season, like, he was honestly really good for us because of his speed, I feel. So maybe I can draft a faster guy like him. Jonathan Abram is back. DJ Reed is our top DB in overall now. Kobe Durant has never been good. I would still like to draft another DB if that's possible, or another strong safety, because Eric Carrington has been great as a linebacker, awful as a strong safety. I do not want to participate in free agency anymore. I know it's like, oh, you can like scoop up a really cheap player. I'm okay with what I have. There's nothing of necessarily high value there, or even has interest with our team necessarily. So we're going to see the final mock draft, and we're also going to see the final stats of these players, and I'll show you my favorite boards as well. So can I see the final mock draft? Is it going to show it to me? Okay, it's advancing to the final mock draft. No, top 5 talent for Lamar Clinton. I always loved him. He looks sick because look at him. A's across the board, physicals. It could be better, but it's overall actually, you know what? It really could. Solid of change of direction is his lowest thing, then great and elite with everything else. B, zone coverage, A, man, A, catching, A, hit power, A, press. He looks great. Anyone else here fully revealed? I definitely want the QB here, Clifton Stalker, to be fully revealed. He's at 95% completion here, and a lot of these tight ends I just don't need. Why is this guy here? He completely fell off. This guy's not bad as a tight end. This one's not bad either, but not really crazy. All these tight ends I don't necessarily need. They just look good for later rounds. Pleasant, gonna drop him off. Peterson, this guy, Richard Peterson, post UDFA out of Coastal Carolina, 6'2", 234. Poor speed. He's basically a Walmart version of Teddy Snell, but he's like a late round guy. Like post UDFA, Pope, Osgood. Lamar Clinton is a guy that I want. Clifton Stalker is another guy that I want. David Chasen might not be a bad move to trade back for, because he's just a kind of a cheaper version, a little bit less good Lamar Clinton, but David Chasen isn't bad. Taller, not as heavy, but taller, which I like over Lamar Clinton. So maybe, who knows? I'm fine with David Chasen or Lamar Clinton. I wouldn't be too upset if I missed out on Lamar Clinton, but he does look sick. David Chasen's number 2. Pat Mills. For a third rounder, B's across the board really isn't bad. Solid, decent. Like, for a third or fourth, that's not bad. Dwayne Watford out of Michigan. Defensive back. 5'10", is a little small. Elites and greats across the board. Catching isn't amazing. Private workouts. Let's see what we got here. Favorites. We're going to go to Clifton Stalker. And then, what is it? Gabe German and Evan Wheatley. We're going to confirm this. Let's see what we got here. What do we got? First round prospect for Gabe German out of Oregon. He looks sick. 90% completion rate for Evan Wheatley for scouted. He looks F juke move sucks. A catch in traffic. A spec catch. He looks pretty good. I like that. Gabe German is a guy to look at. And where is round 2 to 3 talent for Clifton Stalker is his actual talent. He's projected to be late first round, second or third round talent, which isn't bad, but I'm not passing up elite speed, elite acceleration. That a quarterback that runs a 4.48 with good throw power. He's the opposite of Teddy Snell. He's the opposite of Teddy Snell. He can move outside of the pocket, and he still has good throw power. So I'm really in on Clifton Stalker. We're going to start this draft after we look at the mock draft. Real quick, mock draft. Russ Reed is a guy that I was looking at too. He was projected to go number 1. Great speed, good strength, good jumping. Not nuts, not number 1 overall pick, but A, hit power, A, pursuit, A, awareness. That looks really, really good. Cordell Black, Taven Sherman. Tommy Peters is not a guy I'm going to pick. 6'5", 250, elite change of direction. More athletic than Russ Reed, but doesn't have the A's like Russ Reed has. Much rather like Russ Reed. But we're going to see what we got here. Definitely want to get Clifton Stalker and that Michigan wide receiver. We're going to see what we have for the NFL draft. And for you Teddy Snell fans saying, oh no, don't worry. It's not a guarantee that Teddy Snell is gone. And if he is gone, I will trade him to a division rival. So you guys get to see him play twice a year. Texans are on the clock. Who is the top player on the board? Is it Russ Reed? No, it's none of these guys. Russ Reed is number 5 on the board. Could I go? I'm not going to trade up. I don't need to. And we're also going to look at our draft picks real quick. It is going to be 4, 11, 31, 23, 4th, 23rd. Okay, that's a good list of picks. That's a good list of picks right there. We're going to see what the Texans take at 1. They're going to protect C.J. Stroud with a new offensive tackle, probably going to play right tackle. Raiders, probably going to screw up their pick and go Brandon Peterson out of Wyoming. Solid pick. Falcons on the board. And Russ Reed is on the board at pick number 4. Pick number 4. Russ Reed. That looks... Lamar Clinton's here too. But also Russ Reed is here. He's not insanely athletic. I do get that. But A, hit power, A, pursuit, A, awareness. I wish I had more info on him. I wish I did more private workouts. Lamar Clinton looks great. But again, I have that other taller DB who's not as athletic. David Chasen, I believe. And David Chasen also looks sick that I can get in the late first round. He also looks very good as well. Russ Reed is on the board. He is a top 5 player. We have a top 4 pick. I could trade back here. I feel like Russ Reed is really a guy that I do want because we need edge rushers. Let's be real here. We need edge rushers. Bills, if I trade back to pick 26, they'll give me a next year's first. That's too far back for me to trade for a top 4 pick. Vikings want to screw me out of Russ Reed. Vikings would take Russ Reed just like how they took Devin Felton from me. I'm not trading all the way back. Patriots, second. Can I get your next year's first for pick 14? I wouldn't mind the Patriots. I mean, the Lions. I feel like I can get... Like, these are way too far back. I need... The Patriots, I feel like I can work out 2 first-round picks for. That wouldn't be a bad option, but it's not worth number 4. So it's either Lamar Clinton or Russ Reed here. They both look sick, but keep in mind, I need edge rusher way more than I need DB. I would like to have another DB, but do I need another DB? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm going to go with Russ Reed here. Out of Clemson, 6'5", 270, 21-year-old power rusher, physicals, decent acceleration, good agility, solid change of direction, good jumping, great speed, good strength, projected to be number 1 overall, falls to number 4 at the Tokyo Dragons. Welcome to Japan. Russ Reed, hidden dev, 6'5", 270, 84 speed, 85 acceleration. I was hoping his speed would be a little bit better. Still looks good. The hidden dev is really the biggest thing I was worried about because whenever a player falls in the draft really far, what that means is that they usually have normal dev. That's why the AI is passing on them. And then awareness A, hit power A, pursuit A. I'm glad he has a development. I need an edge rusher. This was a surprising pick at 4, but Russ Reed is going to be the pick. Tampa Bay is on the clock. Tampa Bay is selecting TJ McGill out of Ohio State. What do we got? Tommy Peters out of Maryland. And then we got Alex Bullard out of Oregon. Don't worry, Clifton Stalker is a late first-round pick. Larry Groves out of UCF, right outside linebacker. Right tackle, Jamar Thomas. Is Lamar Clinton going to fall to 11? Lamar Clinton's at 11. Ooh. Hold up. What can I trade away? Can I snag something? Is someone going to give me 2 first-round picks? Ooh, Detroit wants him for 2 first-round picks. I might go with that. 2 first-round picks from the Jets, but I don't get anything in return this year. Same thing with the Jaguars. Niners, no. I might go with Detroit here. 2 first-round picks, a 7th-round pick. Lamar Clinton is on the board. I don't need a DB, so I can get more value later in the future, and I can pick up that late first-round DB. David Chasen might be the guy here. Might be the guy. So we're gonna look at the DBs real quick for my favorites. I got a lot of DBs. This is a stacked class. Lamar Clinton does look sick. Top 5 player, 5'11", out of what? Florida State, Ohio State. Look, he looks great. But David Chasen also, he also looks good. And he's taller. He has elite acceleration, good speed. I'm gonna trade back with the Lions. We can have infinite first-round picks just doing this every single year. I know it seems crazy. I'm gonna let the Lions trade up. Pick 29. We drop back to pick 29. And then I get a next year's first from them as well. Who are they going to take at 11? They're going to take J.D. Landry. Now this worries me. There is a top 5 talent in Lamar Clinton. Lamar Clinton is a top 5 talent, a top 10 prospect on the board, and he is falling. Usually what that means with the AI is that they're a normal dev. So let's see where he falls. Mike Winslow, a strong safety, goes above Lamar Clinton. The top DB in the class is falling. Broncos, pick 13. Lamar Clinton out of Ohio State with PS2. That's going to be a stacked duo. I wonder what his dev is. I'm assuming it's going to be star because he fell very far. He fell very far. I'm surprised he wasn't a top 5 pick with his skill set, but I feel like I can get a good player at pick 29. Pick 14, defensive tackle Mike McLeod out of Texas A&M to the Patriots. Cordell Black, the #1 left tackle out of Iowa State, is still on the board. He looks sick. He looks like a sick left tackle. I'm not going to trade up for a left tackle. Tyreek Woods does not look bad either. I just drafted an edge rusher. Deshaun McCain wasn't really interested in. Goodwin doesn't really look that good. Evan Bryant looks meh. Left tackle doesn't look bad. Not really interested on too many players here. Ben Devine out of Louisville, 6'2", 231. Marginal acceleration, good speed though. What is he overall? A spat catch. He doesn't look bad. Nothing worth trading up for though. Anything here that I'm really looking to trade up for? David Chasen is a guy that I really want here because we did pass up on Lamar Clinton for our future benefit. But Dolphins take Tyreek Woods out of Wisconsin. Texans take Deshaun McCain out of Georgia. Eagles take Cordell Black out of Iowa State. Steal of the draft. Eagles stacking up their line as they always do. Evan Bryant out of Oregon, wide receiver to the Saints. And then we got the Titans with Dwayne Watford out of Michigan. Now, since Watford is off the board, do I trade up for Chasen? Jabari McFadden's on the board. I really need David Chasen. Well, no, don't need, but I really want David Chasen. Burton doesn't look too bad here. Peter Burton, 5'11" out of LSU. Elite acceleration. I'll tag him real quick on my board. I guess I can't put him on my board. But David Chasen, again, guy that I want. And am I going to risk it? Let's see. I don't think I want to risk it anymore. Cardinals do need a DB. I think I'm going to trade up here from 29 to get this DB from the Cardinals. So let's go make that happen. Cardinals, they need a wide receiver more than anything. Maybe they'll take the guy out of Michigan, Devin Hinton. I remember him last year. I really wanted him. I guess he's normal dev. But let's see what we got. Okay, trading pick 29, my later third round pick, a 4th round pick for the Cardinals. Pick 21 in the draft, trading up for the DB David Chasen since I passed up on Lamar Clinton here. Lamar Clinton looks sick, but it worries me still a little bit. But David Chasen looks not just as good, but just about, like just behind him. I would say he's the 2nd best DB in this class. David Chasen out of Georgia too. Georgia man. David Chasen, hidden dev, 92 speed, 95 acceleration, 6'1", almost 200 pounds, 96 change of direction. Overall, pretty athletic. A, catching. B, man coverage. B, zone coverage. B, press. He's a man-to-man guy, but he's pretty balanced overall. David Chasen looks sick, and I actually really like this pick because we get a next year's first round pick, and basically we traded away a late third round pick, an early fourth round pick, and swapped a pick to get this DB, and we got a next year's first round pick by trading away, well, not trading away, trading away from Lamar Clinton, the DB out of Ohio State. We're going to look at the devs other than our devs after the draft, so we're going to see if Lamar Clinton's a baller or not, and I missed on an X Factor, but we'll see after that. Next on the board, we're going to see what we got. We have pick 31 here, and Clifton Stalker is still on the board. He's going to be... do I wait? Do I wait? A lot of people may say no, but I don't think he's going to go out of the first round. Panthers have Bryce Young. Commanders, right guard. That kind of gave me a heart attack. Got Josh Allen, Brock Purdy. Yeah, it's a clear lane. Cardinals got Kyler and Madden. Ravens got Lamar. They're not going to take him. Yeah, that may have been risky there, but it was worth the risk. I'm going to take this right here. Clifton Stalker, I'm not letting him fall any further than he is. Clifton Stalker, out of where? Out of Baylor, 6'2", 217. Mega elite athlete here. A's across the board, B's across the board. Clifton Stalker, show me hidden dev. He has hidden dev. 90 speed, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 91 throw power. This is our day one starter. I'm sorry, Teddy Snell fans, but look on the bright side. If he does trash, I'll start Teddy Snell again. It's literally Teddy Snell with 90 speed and -6 throw power. Like, this is so much better. I mean, Teddy Snell is 6'6", so I guess this is virtually the opposite of Teddy Snell. Clifton Stalker looks sick. Clifton Stalker, he's the guy. Right now, as of right now, he's the guy over Teddy Snell. First round pick. Teddy Snell was pick number 3 in the draft, I believe. Clifton Stalker, pick 31 in the draft. We're going to see how the rest of this draft goes. I want the receiver out of Michigan still. Browns, number 1 pick. Raiders, what do we got? They're going to take a defensive tackle. Where's the wide receiver that I want on the board? He is number 3 on the board, Wheatley. Ben Devine. Once one of these receivers go, I'll trade up for Wheatley probably because I still want him. And what else is on my board? I wanted that linebacker from before as well. And then anything else here? No. Okay. I wanted a really fast receiver too in the later rounds. But we'll see how this goes. I want Wheatley. Whenever the first wide receiver jumps off the board, I'll move into that. Okay. Wheatley just fell off the board. I thought the first 2 were going to be taken. He's going to the Buccaneers. Unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but at least I didn't lose out on Clifton Stalker. Elite jumping from this guy. Javier Dowling doesn't look bad, but am I willing to trade up for him like I'm willing to trade up for Evan Wheatley? Don't know about that, Chief. Don't know about that. Jonathan Poole. Sammy Drake out of Georgia. Gabe German is going to be the guy that I'm going to be picking in the later rounds. So we're actually going to skip to my pick, and I'm going to look for Gabe German here. Late second round, a middle linebacker just went off the board. That scares me. Gabe German is still here. First round talent, Gabe German out of Oregon. Big name school, of course. Of course, everyone knows that. 6'2", 244 pounds. Overall, pretty good. The poor acceleration scares me, but the first round talent for a 3rd or 4th round projection, I'm not letting him fall to the 3rd round. A finesse moves, A block shedding, A pursuit. Gabe German out of Oregon is a hidden dev. 6'2", 244, 85 speed, 84 acceleration isn't the worst, honestly. Gabe German, he looks sick. He's going to play over Ernest Jones. Like, I couldn't let this first round talent who was projected 3rd to 4th rounder fall to the 3rd round and me miss out on a first round talent late in the 2nd round. I think that's a good pick. Gabe German to the Tokyo Dragons. And honestly, we have a really early 3rd round pick here. So I'm just going to skip here. We're going to see what we got. Zay Carter out of Ohio State. A lot of Ohio State prospects here. Falls out off the board. Do I want... Ooh, Osgood is still here. Ben Osgood. Not horrible. A tackle, B finesse move, 6'4", 260 pounds, elite strength, elite acceleration. Kasheem Bush does not look bad. Can't believe I missed this guy. 6'4", 260 pounds. Of course, he has poor jumping, but elite strength, A tackle, B power moves, B play rec. I'm going to take Kasheem Bush out of Texas A&M. Kasheem Bush, 3rd round pick, normal dev, 98 strength. Very strong guy. Normal dev kind of sucks, but hey, 98 strength I will take all day. A tackle, B power moves, B play rec. Dude looks sick regardless of his dev. I like him as depth. Kasheem Bush. So 3rd round pick is in the books. Now the question is, do I want to trade up for a 4th round? I know I traded away my 4th round pick. D'Angelo Poole out of Texas A&M goes to the Buccaneers. But is there anyone that I'm like desperate for that I really, really want on this board? These tight ends I don't necessarily need. Ben Osgood, can get Casey McKell in the late rounds. He probably won't have a dev, but it's fine. Pat Mills, I already have a DB. I'm honestly really happy with my draft. Like, there's no reason to trade up if I don't need to. We're gonna see what we got here for the later rounds. I'm gonna see what we have in the 5th round. A lot of guys will fall off our board from here. We have a pick 3 and a pick 4. We're gonna go to the make the selection and see what we have for 2 guys, Richard Peterson or Casey McKell post UDFA. I didn't think all my guys would be gone like that. There's a wide receiver that I forgot to favorite, but I liked earlier. I remember his last name, Devin McQueen. Day 3 guy, 5'9", out of Miami. The reason why I liked him, 4'3". Elite acceleration, elite agility, elite jumping, elite speed, and his last name is McQueen. Lightning McQueen, baby. You know how sick that would be? You can make like car noises as we're going into the end zone. I don't really care about all this stuff. Injuries and F. He's 5'9", 193, so I'm not surprised by that. But his physicals, elite speed, elite acceleration, elite jumping, elite agility. This guy's not someone I can pass up on. Day 3 guy, Devin McQueen out of Miami, former teammate of Teddy Snell who's getting benched. Devin McQueen, hidden dev. Day 3 guy, 98 speed, 98 acceleration. It would be crazy if I moved him to running back. 99 agility for a day 3. This guy looks nuts. Devin McQueen looks nuts, baby. Looks so good. Devin McQueen. Okay, I'm fine with losing out on my previous receiver from Michigan because Devin McQueen, he just looks like he's him. He looks like he's him. And then with my next pick, I'll take a 2nd string halfback here, Casey McKell. Good speed, post UDFA, trucking, spin move. Not really expecting much. Probably going to be like a 63 normal dev, but hidden dev, 60 overall, not 60 overall, 6 foot, 226, 91 speed, 88 acceleration. Not crazy, but he is a power back out of Lafayette. Okay, I'm never going to pronounce that, but A break tackle is what I like about him. 6 foot, kind of short, but still for a power back. Post UDFA, Casey McKell looks very, very nice for a post UDFA. And with that, like, I don't really know what else there is to say, man. Like, 6th round, here we come. Don't really need anything else. If the quarterback is there, I'll take him just for shits and giggles. Why not? Let's see if he's still there. Richard Peterson, baby, out of Coastal Carolina. We're going to start a 3 quarterback controversy here. Richard Peterson, strong arm, poor speed. This is just the great value version of Teddy Snell, who's shorter, doesn't have as big as arm, has basically the same speed. Yeah, sure, Richard Peterson. If I can't do anything with him, I'll just trade him for a 6th round pick. But dude, I'm balling. 1 normal dev, and it was a defensive tackle with 98 strength. 90 throw power, 73 speed, literally just a great value version of Teddy Snell. But hidden dev. Hidden dev for a post UDFA quarterback. What? 87 acceleration, 90 throw power. So he's shorter, has the same speed, has 7 less throw power, hidden dev. This can be a trade piece. This 6th round pick QB can easily unlock star dev, and I can trade him away for like a 4th at least, if not a 3rd round pick, because he's a quarterback and they have a higher value. Richard Peterson out of Coastal Carolina. I've created the most mayhem of all QB controversies. Richard Peterson, welcome to the team. We have a 7th round pick now that I would like to trade away if I could. Pick 29 here in the 7th round. Not bad. It's from the Detroit Lions, I believe. Greg Clements out of LSU, 6'4", 303, good speed. I mean, since he has A finesse moves as opposed to UDFA, Greg Clements, defensive tackle out of LSU, why not take a shot on him? Normal dev, to be expected, 7th round pick, 6'4", 303, normal dev, 83 strength, 79 acceleration, 72 speed. A finesse moves is what I'm looking forward to this guy. 2 normal devs out of our entire picks, some trade backs. Really happy with the overall draft. We're going to see who we missed out on and what the overall team looks like. Hopefully we got some high overall players here, upgrade players as well. We got Eric Carrington and all these other guys. We'll just auto upgrade them for now. Don't really care about that. We're going to be moving into the next season, of course. And what do we got here for the draft recap? Draft recap going to be Russ Reed, 72 overall. David Chasen's a 77. Okay, David Chasen, 77. Gabe German, 3rd round projection pick, 1st round talent, 75 overall. Kasheem Bush, 74 overall with 98 strength. Dude is cracked. Normal dev, unfortunately, but we'll deal with it. Clifton Stalker's a 73. That's a good start. Russ Reed, only a 72. That's a bit disappointing for being pick number 4. I'm not going to lie, but we don't know his dev yet. Maybe it's good. Not crazy overall. Power moves looks real good. Strength, it looks real good along with acceleration, but no coverage abilities. Pure edge rusher. Russ Reed doesn't look crazy, but of course, oh, McQueen's a 69 overall. That's nice, baby. You know what I'm talking about? 69. It's literally just a JoJo Butler without route running. That's what it is. JoJo Butler has route running, but apparently doesn't have hands. And Greg Clements was a 63. Not horrible. Peterson is 67. Mikkel is a 70. I thought he was going to be like 63. That's pretty good. Queen, Bush. This was a good draft. This was a really good draft. Last year, I don't think nothing can top last year. I had Connor Graham, who came out as a superstar. Jerron Morton, he came out as a star, became a superstar. Connor Graham came out as a superstar, became an X Factor. I had Eric Carrington, who was an X Factor. Then I had Deshaun Casey, who was an X Factor. Teddy Snell was a normal. And then I had a center who became a superstar. So, amazing offseason for us. But what do we have? Taven Sherwood, number 1 overall pick. Hidden dev out of Virginia. I'm wondering if this is a superstar offensive lineman at the number 1 pick. Got a star, 71 overall left tackle at the number 1 pick, dude. Brandon Peterson, normal dev out of Wyoming. A missed pick from the Raiders, as usual. Daryl Gilchrist out of Oregon State, right tackle. Something the Texans should have got rather than a left tackle because they already have Laramie Tunsil. And he's a superstar. Way better pick that they missed out on. Russ Reed, I'm not going to look at his dev, of course. TJ McGill out of Ohio State. Hidden dev, 6'3", 263. Just going to be looking at the top 5 picks. Then going to be moving on. Superstar dev for him. Dang, maybe McGill was the pick. 76 overall, superstar dev. Russ Reed. I want an edge rusher more than a defensive end. I feel like edge rusher getting devs with them is a lot easier than getting the right end, but I guess I'm wrong here. Tommy Peters. Where is Mike Winslow? Honestly, looks sick. This guy, he's 5'9". Dang, never mind. 5'9" as a strong safety. That's got to be rough. Let's see what we got, though. Star dev for Mike Winslow. He went over Lamar Clinton, I remember, and Lamar Clinton went right after him. Lamar Clinton, 79 overall. Winslow's a 79? 5'9" strong safety with star dev as 79. Lamar Clinton is a 79 overall. What is his dev? Normal. Who called it? Me. I called it. 93 speed, 95 acceleration, 80 man, 75 zone, 95 jumping. Honestly, stat-wise, looks really, really good. Normal dev. David Chasen is at least a star from what we know. And he's the best player in the class, but with normal dev. Dwayne Watford is the second best out of Michigan. Let's see what Dwayne Watford has in store for us. Dwayne Watford, star dev. Okay, so normal, star, and star were the devs for the top 3 players in the class. David Chasen's a 77, though. Okay. This is not bad at all. We're going to keep looking through guys that I wanted. LaShawn McCain, Evan Bryant, Dwayne Watford. David Chase, and I got, of course, Ben Richards. Anyone else here that I necessarily really wanted? Clifton Stalker. No, not really. Wheatley, actually. I wanted Evan Wheatley out of Michigan. 6'2", 227. I want to see what he was like. That's a guy that I actually missed on. And Stardev. Okay, I didn't miss out on too much. Still looks like a pretty good player overall. Not gonna be too stressed. Not gonna be too stressed about it. But a 75 overall is pretty good, I would say. But I'm not gonna complain about my draft. I had a good draft. Picked up 2 quarterbacks, which is a little bit interesting. So this is the final look of the starting week 1 team. Clifton Stalker's 1, Peterson's 2, just in case. Teddy Snell, I will trade at the midseason mark if either one of these guys are our guys. Don't rule out Peterson yet. He's not bad, but he's not as good as Teddy Snell. I don't think. I'm just going to put it there just in case Clifton Stalker gets hurt. But for right now, Clifton Stalker is 1. And if Teddy Snell does get traded, I will trade him at the trade deadline for, I don't know, probably a 2nd round pick. He was former pick number 3. I don't know what we can get for him, but I want to trade him to a division rival so that way we can play him twice a year. I put Morton in the slot. I don't know who this guy is, but Woods has started Evan. He's young. And then McQueen is the number 2. Towns, O-line looks a lot better. If Joel Platoni got superstar dev, that'd be so convenient. But this is what the defense looks like. Really like it. Really improved. Hopefully Reed has a little bit more than Stardev because at pick number 4, I feel like that wasn't the right pick. Maybe should have traded back, but I still traded back with the Lions, so I know I get a guaranteed 2 first-round picks next year. But let's see what we got here for the upgrade players. And Adrian Amos, Deshaun Casey, Odafay Away, Dean Towns. I want to upgrade Adrian Amos more into zone, of course, more rather than run support. I know that takes him out of his scheme fit, but always got to put zone here. +1 zone coverage, +2 tackle. I'm fine with that. Deshaun Casey, I'm going to keep going. I'll keep going man-to-man just because I want the scheme fit for him to increase the XP. 3 awareness, injury, +2 press, +1 jumping, so it didn't even increase his man-to-man. Odafay Away, I want to keep going into power rusher for him, and we're going to have Russ Reed as another power rusher off the edge. Acceleration, finesse moves, power moves, and awareness all go up. Dean Towns, I want him as a vertical threat, honestly. I would rather have him receiving balls more than anything. No homo. 3 medium route, +1 short route, +1 deep route, +1 catching, and the rest of these guys. Travis Hodges-Tomlinson is still on this team. I got to work out the special teams as well, so let me go do that real quick and see what I got for the team. Adjust lineup, and we'll move on from there. But specialists, special teams, McQueen is going to be returning, and Morton is going to be returning. I'm fine with both of those guys returning. Actually, McQueen, I want that speed. I want that speed all day. Evans, Eddie Eaton is Stardev. Okay, so we finally get that revealed. And yeah, that's going to be it. Let me know if you have any suggestions down below of what you want me to do with the team. I feel like we had a great draft. Last year, this year, players are really developing. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching once again. And I'll see you guys all in week number 1.